Today we have one helpful study for felines and one helpful study for canines, and the dog one is intensely good. First, we have this study of CBD in healthy cats. The cats were given 8 milligrams per kilogram of CBD oil via a capsule, and then tested for all the scores that would matter for calming them down before a trip to the vet: sedation, compliance, and temperament. Their scores were then recorded for the next 8 hours. Across that entire time period, their sedation scores were significantly increased. For the 4 hours after dosing, their compliance and temperament scores were significantly reduced. And on the safety side, there were no changes to physiological parameters like heart rate, respiratory rate, or body temperature. As the researchers concluded, and I quote, "Therefore, CBD may facilitate non-painful procedures requiring animal cooperation," which is hard to come by when you're talking about cats. Then for dogs, this is a fascinating metabolic study of CBD. For 9 months, 18 healthy dogs were randomly assigned to either a placebo, 5 milligrams per kilogram, or 10 milligrams per kilogram of CBD once per day. In an eye-popping quote, the researchers said, "Long-term supplementation of the broad-spectrum CBD significantly shifted 584 metabolites in total," end quote, with over half of those being lipids. So, some of the most important changes included more acylcarnitines, which are fatty acids used for energy production in the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. More fatty acids like omega-3s used for anti-inflammatory effects, joint mobility, and brain health. Then there was downregulation of lysophospholipid, which means lower inflammatory signaling. There's also reduced levels of plasmalogens and lysoplasmalogens, which is linked to lower oxidative stress. There was also reduced eicosanoids and sphingomyelins, which is linked to lower inflammatory tone. There was reduced levels of the adrenal stress hormones cortisol and corticosterone. There were improved markers of gut inflammation, such as gamma-glutamyl peptides and indoles. There were antioxidant effects seen with more glutathione degradation products and more vitamin E derivatives. And finally, improved liver health via increased bile acids. As the researcher summarized, and I quote, "The findings of this study provide a global metabolome perspective and indicate that CBD administration impacts various metabolic pathways, suggesting potential therapeutic benefits including anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects," end quote. For more research and our deep dive video on the subject, see the Dogs and Cats page at CVResearch.info.